School Freeware's Visual Basic Express 2010 Tutorials. Tutorial 18, Form Setup and Key Presses. SpeakABCs Part 2 of 11. First thing I'll do is I'll click on File, New Project, click on the Windows Form application, change the name to SpeakABCs, click OK, and then I'll set up the form. Click on Properties, and then the form itself. And what I'll do here is change the name to Form Main, indicating that this is the main form that everything will revolve around. I don't wish the form to be resized or maximized, so I'll change the form background style to Fixed Single and set the maximize box to false. So when I go ahead and run, I can't resize the form and I don't have a maximize box. Close this down and I'll change the form size here, 630 by 470, and I put the starting position to be the centered screen. Finally, I'll change the text of the form to say Speak ABCs. Go ahead, test this out, and everything looks pretty good. Next, I'll put in 3 labels. Put one in for the uppercase, number, and lowercase. I'll highlight the 3 labels, and I'll change the font size to font size 30 for all of them. Highlight label 1, and I'll go ahead and change the name from label 1 to label U for uppercase. I'll go ahead and change the location. Put it 12, 198, and I'll change the text to state uppercase. I click on label 2. Change the name to label N for number. I'll put the location as 12, 275. And I'll change the text to state number. Go for label 3. Change the name to label L for lowercase. Its location will be 12, 352, and I'll put in lowercase. Next, I'll go ahead and put in 3 more labels. For the uppercase, the number, and the lowercase characters that will go ahead with key presses. I'll just highlight the 3 labels, and I'll change the font to font size 85. I'll click on label 1, and I'll change the name to label UCase. The location will be 268, 176, and I'll just put an uppercase A as the text. For label 2, that will become label number. The location will be changed, 268, 230, and I'll put 1 as the text. Finally, for label 3, that will become label L case. Its location, 281, 298. And then set the text to state lowercase a. Next, I need to work with the key presses, so when the child clicks on the keyboard, a number or letter pops up on the screen. So what I'll do is I'll just click on the form so it's active, go to Events, and select Key Press. I'll double click, and once again we get to our enumerator E, which will hold the key press. So here I'll just have label UCase.text is equal to, since we're dealing with uppercase, the UCase conversion of E.keychar. Label LCase.text is the lowercase conversion, LCase, of E.keychar. Okay, so when the key is pressed, we should see uppercase and lowercase up there on the screen. We have the number here in the way, which is alright for the time being. But for right now, I'll just go ahead and highlight both the number and the 1 there. And I'll go to the properties and I'll turn visible to be false. Start that. So now we just see uppercase and lowercase. Numbers and other characters still get in there. But everything seems to work just fine for the time being. Next, I'd like to have this area blank as I start the program. So what I'll do is I'll just close this down and I'll click on the main form again, go into load under events, and let's say label UCase.text is equal to 2 quotation marks, which is blank, and label LCase.text is also equal to 2 quotation marks. So therefore, when we start up, we have uppercase and lowercase are blank, waiting for us to press a key.